Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly with Storyteller Tales. I interview TTRPG players and DMs. And today I have with me J-Doc Finrio.
Hello.
Hi, J-Doc. It's great to have you here. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, and thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. So, I know you're a DM, but I do have questions about, how you got started with TTRPG. So, how long have you been playing?
Not very long. uh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna apologize. You never cue the dogs.
It's okay.
um, no, just not so long. I've started just not even so recently. Been DMing for over a year now. Um, Before this, I've been interested in playing D&D for a good while, but it's always so hard when you're in an area that I live at.
Yeah.
Not very many people around. Uh,
Mhm.
Played a little bit back in high school, but that's about it.
Okay. So, how long was it before did you play before you became a DM?
I say about a year.
Okay. That's actually really reassuring to me because I've only been playing for about maybe 2 or 3 years and I'm interested in DMing. So, it's good to know that it can be done.
Yes, it can definitely. I mean, you can, it's not hard. Um, in all honesty, it's very easy to get into it as long as you have a good imagination.
Very, very important for sure. So, how did you get into is it just D&D or is it other TTRPG systems?
D&D mainly. I haven't really
Okay.
got into any of Pathfinders or any of the other ones yet. Been interested
Yeah.
in it, but I haven't got a chance to get into those yet.
Yeah, for sure. It's quite a bit and it's a learning curve. So, how did you get into D&D itself?
I've always been interested in it. I can't really even that's a tough question right there, to be all honest. Always been interested in it. And now how I got started into doing online, it just happened one day where I just said, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. First campaign that I ran with my wife and family members was uh Rick and Morty Dungeons and Dragons, because my wife was a big Rick and Morty fan. So I ran that. That was my first time DMing, uh, and that was with the family.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's great when family can participate in something like that, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I pretty much all my kids are involved. So
How many kids do you have?
I got 7 kids. Yeah,
You got a full party.
I do. I
That
do.
is. I have so many questions because I was like, do each of them have a class that they specifically play always, or?
No, not really. I mean, typically, my oldest son, he's one of my regular players.
Hmm.
He plays almost every week. Um, Now, out of the rest of them, it's spontaneous. Every now and then but they only want to do like one shots rather than doing a full campaign.
So, like during the holidays, you guys get together. Do you guys just play D&D?
If we're playing that or playing other video games, I've been a content creator for 12 years.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, uh, yeah, I've been doing it for 12 years. My wife's been doing it for about 5 years now. So we always play role playing games and uh, get the kids involved every now and then. Um, but we got some young ones that are not fully ready ready for the hardcore stuff yet.
For sure, that makes sense. So, what exactly motivated you to take up the role of DM?
It was more as people came to me about it.
Okay.
I did the Rick and Morty campaign. I did it live on stream, and I had a lot of people that was very interested. It was through TikTok. I had people DMing me asking, "Well, hey, can I join in, or can you know?" And that's kind of where it started from there. And then I did my own homebrew uh, play by post
Uh-huh.
for a while there, and that kicked off pretty good for about several months. And
Yeah.
then Then I had another person came to me and was asking me, "Hey, would you do Curse of Strahd for us?" And that's how I got involved in Curse of Strahd. And then I waited patiently for Crook Moon.
Fantastic. Play by post is something I've always been interested in, but I've never managed to get into quite yet. But, but yeah.
It's
So,
very interesting. I had 15 people players in a play by post.
wow, that's
Play by
amazing.
post is play by post is not a um continuously campaign. It's a very slow paced campaign. You have someone post something and then you're just waiting on everybody's response.
Hmm.
And the one I did, it's a homebrew one that I made. It's basically everybody was playing a detective and trying to solve murders.
Interesting. That sounds
So
fascinating. So you mentioned that you are running Curse of Strahd and you also have Crooked Moon. So I'm familiar with Curse of Strahd, but some of the audience might not be. So can you please give me a summary of Curse of Strahd and Crooked Moon? Because I know nothing of Crooked Moon.
so now I will have to say this though. I do not run Curse of Strahd off the basics, the rules and stuff, or
Hmm.
or by the book.
Yeah.
Now I take inspiration from Curse of Strahd. Now Curse of Strahd is a gothic horror campaign. It is set in Barovia. Basically, the goal is for the players to basically try to find their way out of Barovia by doing a few quests for the people in Barovia, or or finding items to be able to. I don't want to spoil so much of the story, so I apologize if I pause it.
No, it's
But
okay.
uh, your goal is to get out of Barovia, and
Hmm.
there's different ways you can go about it. But like I said, I put my own twist in it and everything, and a lot of people like it. I have 3 campaigns with 21 players.
Wow, that is a lot of people.
It is it's 7 players for each campaign. So
That's a that's a lot to manage.
it is, but they like it, so that's all that matters, and that's the big thing. It's really truly, it's songs everybody enjoys and have fun. In the end, I try not to make it too difficult or uh, too dull for people. I
Mhm.
try to be as interested, keep people interested as much as possible.
So, are the campaigns that you run every week or every other week? How many do you have per week?
So I have 4 campaigns a week. So now they don't always run every week to week, typically,
Hmm.
or I'll say sometimes. Basically, what it is I can have 2 of the campaigns running this week, and then the next following week I could have 2 of the other campaigns running. But it really depends on my schedule, and then plus we're getting into the holidays, so with the
Yes.
holidays coming up, it makes things harder, and then try to accommodate with players too. So
Yeah, for sure. So, tell me about Quick and Mundo. Like I said, I know nothing of that.
Crooked Moon is a very interesting thing. Now, I will be honest, I have not read the full book.
That's okay.
Okay, I've only got the chapter 2 myself, but I try not to go too far ahead of it because I try to stay where we're at. So, and not only that, again, I kind of homebrew things in my own little style because I try not to do the same thing as everybody else is doing either.
For sure.
But it's a horror fantasy story that basically, currently right now, my players are heading in. They played their previous character, or I won't say they played their previous character. They played a character first that's very high level. They were playing a level 20 characters,
Wow.
and these level 20 characters died, and they end up going onto the Ghostlight Express. And basically, the way the campaign is designed is the players are traveling between life and death. They're going to
Hmm.
the next realm to be reborn. But something tragically happens that they are not able to reach their destination.
Interesting. That's very, very fascinating. So, how many Curse of Strahd games are you running, and how many Crook Moon games are you running?
I'm running 3 Curse of Strahd campaigns, and 1 Crooked Moon. 2 of the Curse of Strahds are regular campaigns, and my third Curse of Strahds are a, let's say, mature content for
Hmm.
mature adults.
So, are they very completely separate from each other, or could they cross over the Curse of Strahd games?
So if you're talking about can the players play from one to another, no.
Okay.
They're different players for different campaigns. Other than the ones that are playing uh, Crooked Moon are playing the Curse of Strahd ones as well. And then not only that, they're not on the same pace. They're
Okay.
all in different pace.
I was asking more like, can one party encounter the other party in a Curse of Strahd?
No,
No.
unfortunately,
Okay.
they're not. I mean, there could be a possibility down the line if one catches up with the other,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but it really wouldn't work, because um, I'll give you a good example. I have a character named Jacob. He's a young child that the players run into the Death Mansion, and one set of players have succeedingly, kept him alive, and the other parties, well, it depends. They're at that point where we'll see if he survives or not.
Yeah, I could see that for sure being an issue otherwise.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the parties. Can you tell me some? Because I know you said you have three Coastal Start. I think you said so. And then you have Crook Moon. But can you tell me about the parties? You could either pick one of Coastal Star party to talk about, or all of them.
Oh, there's so much I
I
don't even know
know.
where to begin. Um, and they all have their um perks that I like, each and every single one of those players. Um, we do have Vespra. I like her character, where she is very mother-like character to Jacob, one of the NPCs.
What
Um,
class is she?
she is a tiefling. I believe she's a cleric. I might be wrong, but I have to double check. Um, I do have Darius. He is one of my paladins, who he gets the nickname Disney Princess because he likes to talk to all the animals, and the animals like talking to him.
Okay.
So,
What
uh,
subclass of paladin would that be?
well, he's an oath breaker, so that's
Oh.
kind of that
Okay,
was
never mind.
it was technically unattended. One of the campaigns was because I have what's called as sanity checks, and it
Mm.
if the players stray away from where I needed them to go, I have them do a sanity check, and I give him like these little visions. And one of the ones he had was a crow that flew up in the tree, and it was talking to him. And I don't
Mm.
know if you saw any of my clips or not, but there's a really funny clip where he sits there and says, "It's not a bird, it's not a bird."
Yes, I
Um,
remember seeing that.
um, so you have that. You do have Kogra, a really he's a I can't remember what kind of character his is, but he's a I believe he's a barbarian. Got so many players, it's kind of hard to keep up with
Yes, it's
every
okay.
class unless I'm
Makes
looking at it
sense.
directly in front of me. Um, like a really good guy, he role plays, and I'm big in the role playing. Um, and then we have Soko. She actually plays in 2 of the campaigns, or no, sorry, 3 of the campaigns. Actually, she plays uh, different characters. So many people. It's so hard to mention them all at once right now, and I'll say they're
That
all
makes sense.
amazing
That
players.
that's fantastic. I'm glad you have such amazing players. That's very, very important for the campaign to do well. So you
Yes.
mentioned insanity checks. It makes me wonder, what other house rules might you have?
So in Curse of Strahd, there is so basically think about a exhaustion level. You have 5 exhaustions.
Mm-hmm.
So I switched that with insanity checks. So
Okay.
basically, it's my way of keeping the players in the area that I need them. So, for instance, I'll give you an example. A lot of DMs have trouble of making sure the players stay in the path that they need them to go, or
Mm-hmm.
they try to stray away from what your goal is to lead them to. So I find it very easy where um, if I have a player that's one a good example was they were having one party doesn't want to do an investigation. They don't want to look at anything. They just keep going and going and going. It's like, oh, they need to find this key, but they don't want to find this key. So I had one of the players had an insanity check, and he had a vision of a spirit or a ghost uh, taking him to a key, and they end up, oh, hey, I forgot how we get to this door. We need to go back downstairs and get this key. Um, um, and then there's other things where the sanity checks are meant to be there. Don't get me wrong. It was
Mm-hmm.
originally meant in certain spots where if the players are alone in the dark uh,
Mm.
without a party member, they get an insanity check. If they enter a certain space that has a story to it, they'll get an insanity check. But once they reach level 5 in insanity, they will get to a point where uh, their characters are too far gone that they'll die.
Ooh,
So
that's
there's
intense.
yeah.
That's interesting. So you mentioned that there are players that play in multiple campaigns. I think you said there was one that plays in like three. Is it like they play in all the different Strahd campaigns?
No, she don't play
Okay.
in the
Okay.
Crooked Moon and Strahd.
Okay. That's fantastic. Oh, that was my next question. Was do you have players that do that or in Strahd and Crooked Moon? Is it just that one
I,
player or some others?
no, I got multiple
Yeah.
people that likes to play in both campaigns. So, and I actually got other people that's hey, when you're going to be starting another campaign, but I can't do anymore.
No.
I'm already overburdened.
Yeah, please don't burn yourself out because we don't not want that for sure.
No, I think I'm doing pretty good managing what I got right now.
That's good. Now, those are modules, and you mentioned you have homebrew worlds and so forth. Can you tell me anything about those?
So I got two. Well, I actually got four.
Okay.
Two one shots and two. They're still kind of in a development. The other two. One is called False King. Now we did start that one for a while, but there were some issues with the players back then. Where, I mean, we went for 6 months, but we had some player issues where uh, people will leave and don't come back for a while, and it just didn't work out with the story. 'Cause
Mm.
the way I had it written out and everything is like, okay, I have to put it on pause. So I was like, I'll just go back to this on another time. And then the post by play one that I told you about, it's a futuristic. Well, let me go back to False King. False King is a that campaign is basically what it is. Everybody there's a uh, kingdom that a king died, and his uncle took his place, but he is not the true heir of the throne.
Mm.
And there was rumors going around that there is actually a true heir, and the players are supposed to find the true heir to the throne and restore uh, the kingdom, because the king that's currently there, he's a cruel person. He abolished anybody with magic or any abilities. So basically, there's tension in the kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and they really want to restore the rightful heir, uh, so that they can get the cruel king out.
Yeah.
Um, the other one is uh, it's a vampire police themed futuristic campaign. It's post by play. Basically, the way that worked was everybody worked for this police station that controls the vampires in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blood pact kind of deal where vampires made deals with the humans that humans will donate blood to the vampires because there's a population issue where there's more vampires than humans.
Uh,
Um, and this police force's job is to keep the balance of the two worlds.
mhm.
And like I say, it's a post by play where I set up a group of 3 to 5 players for each squad, and I give each squad a quest where it's like, okay, hey, you're gonna go to, this first district and solve a murder of, um, one murder was the paint artist murder, and they have to solve it and figure out who killed that paint artist, and then this group is going to solve a kidnapping uh, crime scene that some kid got kidnapped by a deranged vampire who was trying to do experiments on
Hmm.
children. Um, that was very very fun. I like I said, I had a lot of players in that one, and we broke it down in 3 to 4 groups, and it was
Wow.
constantly going.
Wow. That's
So
amazing. That is really, really amazing. So, how would you describe your DMing style?
chaotic.
Chaotic. I mean,
That's
with
it.
how much you're doing, yes, I can see that.
It's um so I don't have I can't say I'm like any other DMs, because don't get me wrong, I think there's other DMs that's much better than I am. I I I I, I kind of say that I go with the flow with the players. I'm not a big person on the rules because uh, granted, yes, the rules are there, but at the same time, it's about telling the story and then making
Hmm.
sure everybody enjoys the campaign.
Hmm.
Um, and that's where I stand out with it, is as long as everybody's having fun, I'm having fun telling the story.
That's really that's a great way to approach it for sure. So, as a DM, what advice would you give an upcoming DM, someone who's interested in it?
Like I said, don't stress over the little rules. Just have fun with the story. Um, be as much flexible as you can be.
Yeah, flexibility with all that and with all the players, that's important for sure. So, where can people find you, your games, follow you on social media, watch your stream, or whatever it is you do? Where they can
So
find you?
I go live on Twitch as J Dark Fenrir. Um, you can find me live on there, or you can find my videos on YouTube as J Dark Fenrir on there as well. I'm even on TikTok, same thing, J Dark Fenrir. You'll find me all over the place. And if I'm not, you might find even me playing video games too. So uh, those are the best places to find me.
And I will try to have all the links in the description. So, does anybody who wants to follow you, they'll be able to do that. So,
Thank you.
that is all the questions I have, and I really appreciate you coming to have this conversation with me because it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. So
Oh, thank you for
everybody,
having me.
yes, of course, everybody, please go follow J Dog and follow his stream on TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe and just give him some love. So
Thank you.
J Dog, thanks so much for being here. It was a lot of fun talking to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye bye.